gamers around the flat universe. Today we are completing the week 12 Bloonarius Elite on Kartsndarts with no monkey knowledge, no powers, and with a swag. The idea that we are using today was suggested to me by Chom Chom. Okay, let's begin. We begin with the engineer, so it's pretty simple. I wasted fucking whole day trying to perfect the strategy for you, and I'm glad that by the end of the day I got a really solid strategy that works every single time. So no RNG in this one. If you lose, it is gonna be on you because this strategy is legit. We will be using Adora. So there is the recent buff with the Adora, where she can buff the sun avatars as well as the temples and true sun gods. And today we will be abusing this kind of buff, and we will obliterate all 5 tiers of the elite one. So we begin with NG000 and then we follow this up with the Adora. Since usually we do the runs with Benjamin, and this might seem to you a bit counterintuitive, but trust me, that's probably the only way on how you can beat it without monkey knowledge. The plasma acceleration rate did not work. The temples barely work, and in my opinion, this is probably the best strategy, at least at the moment of creation of the video, because it's been only 10 hours since, not even 10 hours since the Bloonarius released, 8 hours. So maybe people will come up with something a bit better, but I can absolutely assure you that it doesn't get much better than this. Next step is to place the farm. Farm is going to be 200, and then we will follow it up with another farm with the same upgrade path. After that we will place the druid upgrade path 031 into 041. For round 24 we will use ninja 000, and for round 33 we will use ninja 101. Sounds simple? Yes, because it is simple. Nothing too major. This is probably the best way to farm with the offensive heroes. And now what else do we need here? We need to greet, and of course with monkey knowledge you will be able to greet more. This is no monkey knowledge run. Let's call it a special thing for my second channel. I just wanna surprise you, and trust me, it's not easy to do this without monkey knowledge points completely. So what I recommend for you is to use as many monkey knowledge points as you get, as always. You wanna have a few. Specifically that will help you tremendously are the plus $200 cash in the beginning, then the support monkey knowledge points, which makes the farms cheaper and makes the valuable bananas more valuable, and probably the magic monkey knowledge branch, because it will add some more DPS to our towers. Now on round 32 I afforded the first tier for druid. Very important, you must hit the timings I have. If you miss the timings in early game, this will fuck you up. So remember, round 32 tier 4 druid. Don't miss the abilities. You will need to use the ability over and over again. After we get this first druid, we don't go into the second one, but because we need to make the good usage of the first one. The more farms in range of these kind of druids, the more money they produce. Consequently, we need more farms in range. The good number is 5. The perfect number is 8. So that's what we are going for. I placed 4 farms for now, and then we will add the 5th one later. For round 36, our ninja 101 still holds up pretty well. Also, Adora is the good defense, and this ninja will be able to clear all the camo balloons up to round 40. Gorgeous. Now we have 5 farms, and we don't upgrade anything until we get the second druid. It is important to greet in the early game, because otherwise it's going to be much harder. If you want to, you can drop a cash drop, and it will help you tremendously. But if you are a tough guy, or if you are greedy like me, so just repeat what I'm doing. Now, round 39, we have 3 druids. For round 42. You get the third druid on the tier 4. After that, immediately get 302 ninja. Ninja is important to defend the camo balloons. Now, what do we do? How do we defeat the tier 1 elite Bloonarius? First, you greed. You need to get 5 druids tier 4. Before you buy any other defenses, before you do anything else, buy the 5 druids. The placement can be tricky, so I recommend you to train, but this week Bloonarius is pretty much, I think, the most difficult one so far. So it's no wonder. If you mess up, like if you lose, don't get discouraged, because almost everyone lost on this one. Don't worry, just try again, rewatch the parts where you failed, maybe spot a difference between like the video and your game, and try doing it again and again and again. On this one, I don't recommend you to speed up that much. Like I did not use speed up option in 90s and past 90s pretty much at all. Now, the next step is to get the boomerang monkey. Boomerang is going to be, first one is going to be 420. And watch the order I am placing towers in. So it's round 47, I keep using the abilities and we get good cash from them. After that, I place the boomerang and into the 301 alchemist. Next step is going to be the village. You get a lot of money from the druids and you slowly invest it into the defenses. Don't worry, it's gonna work out just fine, but you need to do it in the timely manner. Now we get 300 village. After that you get the ninja in the left circle of Kartsndarts. This ninja will be 104. After that you get the second boomerang and second alchemist. Next, you sell the ninja to the right and buy the camo detection village. And with this, you clear this fucker. But for the last 1 or 2 ceramic waves, if your boomerangs struggle for some reason, if they don't hit the target, if they leak a few balloons, what do? The answer is simple, Maelstrom. So you need to sell the boomerang if you see that it's struggling, and you use the Maelstrom ability. Let's see. So exactly right now, like just look when I time it. When the ceramics reach the bottom part of the Maelstrom, only then you activate it. Don't do it too soon, because it might ruin your game. Now, the second tier. For this one, you want to have 15, ranging from 14 to 15 druids. Placement is important, you gotta have it. You go into the Glaive Lord. With these druids, as I can see, I also added a few more farms. 000, you go into Glaive Lord. After Glaive Lord, you go into the MAD. And with the MAD, you crush the skull of this motherfucker, but what's more important is that you snipe the BFBs. With the MAD, you kill all the BFBs easily. If the first skull pops before you afford the MAD, you just snipe the BFBs, you use Autora's abilities, and you chill. Also important note, the boomerang I upgraded to Glaive Lord is the one with the bottom crosspath. Now, on round 67, where it looks like the Bloonarius is reaching the end, trust me, it's not a big deal, you are upgrading the MAD. After you upgrade it, you get the overclock, and I micro it exactly as I told you. I snipe all the BFBs, while Glaive Lord takes care of the mobs and the ceramics easily. As you can see, no ceramics go past this guy. It is very strong. Now, you upgrade your initial engineer to the overclock, and you overclock your MAD, and with this you finish the guy, because MAD, while overclocked, is just obliterating tier 2. There are strategies with Avatar of Wrath, but I personally prefer this one, because why not using the best tower that pops the blimps like better than any other tower? Now, good. We destroyed the tier 2. Next, sell the MAD into the Monkenomics tier 5 bank. So what you do, you save up the money. Also, important thing, from round 50 I placed 2 helicopters. Both of these helicopters are 0, 2, 3. The helis are supposed to make the rounds longer so that you can press the ability button for the druids more than once per round. The ideal number is 3 times per round. Very important stuff. If you mess up, if you forget about helis, you will struggle and it will be much harder. So the ideal time for helis is going to be around 52 probably, but if you afford it around 55 through 58, it is just fine. Next step is to get a crap ton of BRFs. It is tier 4 farms and you just keep on getting more and more and more. Why do we need them? Because soon we will start doing a lot of stuff. We're gonna start buying the towers and preparing for the paragons. As you can see, I moved the Adora with Chinook so that she doesn't deal the damage to the blimps that are helicopters stall. And on tier 3 you have 15 druids, you have crap ton of BRFs. Now, same defenses as we had previously, but you also add the Avatar of Wrath. It is 0, 1, 5 druid. And you add from 15 to 22 for 0 boomerangs, as well as all tier 5 boomerangs. Pretty simple, right? Why do you need these boomerangs? You wanna them to deal as many pops, as much damage to the Bloonarius, so that we can get the higher Paragon degree later on. This is intentional, and we don't kill the Bloonarius as quick as we probably could have, just because we are farming. We need those pops, and that's the reason we are trying to use this kind of approach. As you can see, I afforded all 3 5th tiers, but it's not time for Paragon. It's time to get a lot more boomerangs and chill. I will show you on which round you upgrade the Paragon, but it will be much closer to tier 4. So don't be hasty with this one and try to collect as many pops on your boomerangs as possible. And just in case, Avatar of Wrath, like, it's not a necessity. I just made this strategy for very reliable for you. With Avatar of Wrath, you will beat the tier 3 every time. Also, just in case, I'm gonna repeat, you overclock MAD and you always target the Bloonarius with MAD. On tier 3, you also need to snipe the DDTs using the rockets of MAD, but since he one-shots them, it's a very simple task. Good. Now, the next step, as you can see, is to place even more farms tier 4. I sold my druids on around 92 and I will replace them with the Monkeyopolis. As you can see to the bottom right, I place the first farm, then 2 villages and another farm. First village, both villages are 204, but you need to upgrade the center one after you overclock it into the Okay, you upgrade it into the Monkeyopolis after you overclock it, and you wanna have at least 8 farms inside it. Now, next step is the Saboteur Factory. What is this? What the fuck KK is talking about? Look it up, look closely right now. You create 3 villages, 1, 0, 2. You have the Perma Brew Alchemist. Important stuff. Right beside the Saboteur. Now, you have the Chinook. Chinook is 040 helicopter. You place these Saboteurs in range of these villages with a triple discount, which is max discount, and then you transport them to the edges of the map. You repeat this process until you fill the whole map with these Sun Avatars. Begin from the edges and corners. Next step is to get the Paragon for the boomerang on around 100. We will also move Adora later so that more Sun Avatars will be in range of her. That's very important. Before she reaches around 20, it is important. And as you can see, we keep on producing the Savatars with our factory, and I also replace the MAD. For the tier 4, I forgot to use the Sniper 502 and Ice 502. I recommend using them, but you will see that we don't need them on this one. it's pretty funny how strong this strategy can be. Now, as you can see, Saboteur Factory works out well. How do you do this? So you start selling your farms slowly. You don't sell all the farms at once because you need to keep up the production, as this strategy is extremely expensive and you need to think of it. Now, as you can see in the bottom left corner, I create the support temple. The towers I sacrifice are Homeland Defense, Tier 5 Boomerang bottom path, Tier 5 Heli top path. As simple as that. This temple will increase the pierce of every tower in range. In our case, it will be the Sun Avatars, which are gonna be the main damage dealers of ours. Now, you gotta fill the whole map with Sun Avatars. How do you do this when you have this on your screen? You memorize the spots where you have the spare space, and you also want to add the 240 village in like per group of 10 Sun Avatars. At this stage, you just transport them with the Chinook. You repeat the stuff until you fill the whole map, and trust me, you will have enough money if you repeat the farming after me. Now, we also get the Dart Paragon, we also get 502 Sniper and 502 Ice. That's it. So, the army of Sun Avatars, the one temple, the Permabrew, MAD, the 2 Paragons, and you keep on producing Sun Avatars. As simple as that. Not much to discuss after that. Also, remember, how do you use this strategy? You place 220 Super Monkey and you sacrifice it with Adora. With this strategy, the Adora doubles the attack speed of all Sun Avatars on the map for a period of time. It should be roughly 1 minute of real time. Because you were playing on twice as speed, it's gonna be 1 minute real time. But what you wanna do is at this stage, when you have full map covered, you just place these sacrifices. Also remember to have at least like 50k stored by the end. You place these sacrifices, you sacrifice and you use it all the time so that your Sun Avatars get the ridiculous buff. Also use Homeland Defense to have the good buff as well. That's it, guys. If this was complicated, blame not me, blame Ninja Kiwi. Like, they created this week's Bloonarius. Do I like it? Kinda, but it's pretty darn difficult for most players, and no monkey knowledge runs are hell, but I went through this hell for you, so press the like for this, please, and subscribe. And press the fucking bell notifications, because I'm fucking tired, worked on this almost the whole day, and I think I deserve it. Now, guys, if you like this, as always, press a like. If you don't like this, press dislike. I'm just fine with this one. Share this video with your friends if you think that they need this strategy, and see ya in the next one.